Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a spring cleaning marathon. I am currently working on my spring cleaning for this year, so all of this is from the last 2 years, plus tons of tips and tricks on how to make deep cleaning around your home faster and easier. It is just a real fun video, over 2 hours of deep cleaning content for you all before I start putting up my brand new spring cleaning videos this coming week. So right now, I'm just gonna jump on in, and I hope you guys really enjoy putting this on in the background and cleaning with me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to kick off spring cleaning and decorating. I'm not doing a whole lot of the decorating side today, just a little touch here and there, and I am gonna do just some fast spring cleaning things. That way you can also start kicking off the season before it gets here and we officially dig really into the deep cleaning. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, stick around and let's get started. Before I forget, today's video is part of a group collab here on YouTube. So when you are done with my video today, if you need more cleaning motivation or spring decor information, head over to their channels. All of it will be in the description box down below, and they have tons more videos for you to watch today. First thing, here is the decorations that I'm actually gonna be putting out today. I found these at TJ Maxx, and they're like the real feel ones. I just fell in love with both of those. And then I have this one, which is also a real feel. I got this, I think, for the front table. And then I found this. I know it says berries, but it's gonna hold lemons on my kitchen counter, but I found this as well. And then these 4 I got from Dollar Tree. These are actually for my fridge redo, and I'm gonna show that in the next video, not today's. But that's just a little bit of decor we're working with today. This is what we're gonna work on first, is just getting my kitchen in line from normal wear and tear. I do have to wash this. Those are all clean. I just have to put that away, as well as my griddle back there. I have to put that little guy away. Decorations over there, and then I have to clean off our little catch-all counter. But there is one thing that's bothering me. This bottle was on my floor. This belongs in the kids' backpacks. It's a hand sanitizer bottle. So the fact that it's completely empty right now on my counter really scares me. First little thing I'm gonna recommend to kick it off for spring cleaning stuff. Check your butcher block. This thing gets nasty. Like, look back here in this groove. Look on the side, there's something there. Down on the front. These things just get really gross. It's a very fast 2-minute clean. So just go ahead and scrub this thing down. Take all your knives out, of course. And scrub this thing down before you put your knives back in. Of spring cleaning, I think of deep cleaning, things that you don't clean on the regular. I'm not talking about doing your dishes or wiping down your countertops, things like that. I'm talking about the random things you don't really think about doing. Like I showed you cleaning your butcher block. I'm gonna show you small little things like that just to get you kicked into the season, but not full-blown deep clean, because I can show you some stuff that's on that to-do list too, and it's just not something I'm tackling right yet. Like the junk drawer. This thing has gotten so crazy, and I put industrial strength magnets in here accidentally, so everything sticks to it. So yeah, this is what I mean by deep cleaning. We're not going to that level today. I mean little things like this. My pots are not exactly organized where they should be. This is another small project like the butcher block. You can actually just restack your lids, restack your pots. It's a good little clean just to get this knocked out of the way so you don't have to do a small task like this on a big cleaning day. Like this. Much better. Everything is where it belongs. These are stacked. I do have a dirty pan over in my sink, so that's missing, but it would be normally there. But now this is done. On a deep cleaning day, I would pull all of these out and I would actually go in here and vacuum out these crumbs in this little corner that I see, wipe everything down, all the shelving and stuff, but that is the deep cleaning side. This is just getting started for that. The next little thing we're gonna talk about is your faucet. Underneath your faucet will get really gross and nasty down here. Like you could see it right here on mine is on this side, but it will make it where if you're spraying it, it won't spray straight and you'll have that one that goes crazy off to the side. So that way you'll know it's time to do this, but you need to do this pretty regularly. And then while I'm working on that part, check the rest of your faucet. Like right here, I've got some gross stuff on mine, and down here at the base, I've got a little bit of grossness. So I'm gonna clean all of that while I'm working on this part. You can use anything you want to clean this. I'm just using some Dawn and a scrub brush. You can use the power wash. You can use any kind of cleaner you choose to do this, and whatever makes it easiest for you. I'm gonna use Windex on the actual faucet itself. That way I don't have to worry about trying to rinse this thing off if I cover this in Dawn. I may sound like a crazy person when I say this, but to me, this is quick clean. Oven is deep clean. The microwave literally takes 5 minutes if you do this the way that I'm gonna show you. So therefore, I don't really consider that deep clean because especially I've got teenagers in my house, so I have to do this pretty frequently. So if this was deep clean, it would suck for me, but it's not, and I'm gonna show you. This is the current state of my microwave. It's pretty bad because it's been a little while for me. That is a scorch mark. That's never coming off. My daughter put a metal mug in there, so that's not coming off. But this will take about 5 minutes total to clean. All you need is some white vinegar. This one's almost completely empty, which is why I have my second one out. And if you don't like the smell of vinegar, use a lemon and put some lemon in here. But for me, it's not gonna bother me, so I'm not gonna bother with this right now. Just put some of this in a bowl with a little bit of water. Mine ended up being about somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 cup of vinegar and about 1/4 cup of water. And then this, just put in there, put it on for 3 minutes. While the vinegar is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and just decorate this little spot on this counter. I will add Easter decorations as I go, and I will add more spring decorations along the way. But for right now, I'm just going little pieces by little pieces just to slowly bring spring into the house.
About what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms.
As soon as that ends, you're gonna see that it's all completely fogged in there. Take that out very carefully. Take the bowl out, take the glass cooking tray out. And literally you will just be able to wipe all of the grime off the walls, the roof, the whole 9 yards. It will literally just wipe right off. Now, if for some reason you notice things are sticking a little more, maybe 3 minutes might not be enough for you because there's different wattages to different microwaves. So if the 3 minutes wasn't enough, try 4 or even up to 5 minutes and things will literally just slide off. This is what my tray looked like, but literally I just took the hot vinegar water, poured it on top of it, and used a scrub brush. Very little effort whatsoever, and everything just scrubs right off. Like you can see it right here. No effort, not sped up or anything, and it just comes right off. I said 5 minutes, and I mean it. It is so fast, so easy, and even this in that time frame. There's one little crumb back there I gotta get, but I'm short, and that's why I had to pull out my chair earlier. But the microwave is done. My cheap little flowers finally died, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those off of here and put the matching other fake tulips over here and bring a little spring into the living room. The bouquet on this front table, if you can look at it, my cat destroys it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the stories. For some reason, only this bouquet she would destroy every single day, another flower, 2, 3, or even 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this with some fake flowers. Since the holidays, and I've had a wreath or some kind of decoration on this door the entire time, I have fallen in love with it. For spring, when I was in TJ Maxx, I found this just plain greenery wreath. And what I'm gonna do actually, if you go to Michael's or any craft store pretty much, you can find the little floral picks. So I can keep this up all through spring, all through summer, and just change out the picks as I go. So I'm actually really excited about this and changing it with each holiday and the seasons instead of taking a whole new wreath and starting over from scratch.
Standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you.
So at least I got good news on the hand sanitizer. My son had it in his backpack and one of his friends stole it at school. So at least it's not in my house, like on my carpet or something. So at least that's good news for the day. A few more little things. If you have stuff like this, these probably do not get cleaned very often at all. And then if you look in there, it's just like really gross. So add this to the small things to clean, as well as these. These you should be cleaning very, very, very frequently. I'm talking every 3 to 4 days level. This I haven't used in a long time. Like there's no water or anything in there. It's just been holding my sponge while I've been testing out this one, which I absolutely love, and that is my new favorite thing. So this I'm actually gonna put away, but I do use this scrub brush still, so I need to clean this out really, really well. So that's the thing we're gonna do next. For the tray part, I'm just gonna wash it like I would dishes, but for the actual canisters, because I don't wanna dump out the salt and the pepper, I'm just gonna wipe these down with the antibacterial Windex and make sure that I don't get any cleaners or water inside the lid, and my spices will stay dry.
Told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but
These two things were just nasty. Like I honestly hate to even show you just how gross they are, but I'm transparent, so here you go. Like even the color, it's just, oh, the color coming out of that is nasty. But I'm just gonna take these things out, take them completely apart and spray it down with a Dawn Power Wash, let this sit for a few minutes before I use my scrub brush and really get into all the nooks and crannies of these things.
stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to show you how to speed spring clean certain areas in your house. No one should have to spend hours upon hours cleaning their home, and I'm gonna show you just how to make it a faster and easier process on you. If that sounds like something you'd wanna watch, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around. Let's get started. The first tip I'm gonna give you is to start from the top and work your way down. So dust your vents, vacuum your vents. I even have this weird vent above my doors, so I'm gonna clean those too. Dust any TVs, walls, corners, behind the TVs. That one's very important because a lot of dust builds up back there with electronics. Take all the linen off your bed, all the way down, pillows, sheets, mattress covers if you've got one. Vacuum your mattress if you wanna go that far. Put some baking soda on it, let it sit for a little bit, and then vacuum that part off. Do all the artwork that's on your walls. Dust that stuff really good. Dust your headboard. If you have a fabric headboard, vacuum that thing off too, because a lot of skin cells will go into that headboard. I do not like putting my pillows into the washing machine and the dryer. I don't like what it does to them, so I'm just gonna sit here and Lysol them very good and let them dry. Get down on the floor and clean out from under your bed. If you can move your bed, that's even better. This thing is so heavy, there's not a chance I'm gonna be able to move this thing, so I just have to clean it out this way, vacuum under there, get that carpet good and cleaned up, and then put back whatever goes under there. I'm just using my trusty multi-surface cleaner that I use for everything. That way I can do the baseboards, the footboards, everything on this bed, the dresser, the nightstand, the windows, and just keep going with the one cleaner. But make sure to clean all the furniture in your room better than you normally would. This is deep cleaning. Get into all the little cracks and crevices really well. Any furniture you can move, move it. Look behind this nightstand as I move it out of the way. You can see all the crap back there. Clean all that up. Wipe down the baseboard, wipe down the wall, wipe down any furniture that you can't really reach when the piece is sitting back in its spot. Vacuum the area really good. Take your time vacuuming. Don't rush it, that way you get all that extra dust and buildup that lives under that piece of furniture. Put all the furniture back where it goes and make sure to dust off any trinkets that live on top of these pieces. Dust your lamps, dust your clocks, all of those things, dust them off really, really well. For the windows, first I apologize that the lighting changes. Windows and a camera don't mix. I like to take a Swiffer duster, go over the blinds once, open them up, and do the other side of the blinds. Same pattern with the Swiffer duster. You can even spray some Pledge on the Swiffer duster to help it a little bit if you would like. Clean the windows really well with whatever glass cleaner that you like. If you can, open the windows and do the other side as well. Otherwise, put that on your to-do list for when you do outside spring cleaning to do the exterior of your windows. Last but not least, give your floor a very good vacuum. Go over it in both directions. Just take your time because you're really trying to get in all of that dust. If you want to go ahead and steam clean your floors, now is when you would do that. Moving into the main living area, do the exact same thing. Dust the walls, the corners, any artwork on your walls, dust off the top of your blinds, dust the entire set of blinds, both sides. Clean your windows, same as before, favorite glass cleaner, get all the streaks, fingerprints, dog snot, whatever's on these windows, get it off. Open them up and clean the outside if you can. Dust your TV, the wall around your TV. Even if you don't really look at it, go look at the wall behind your TV. There's dust on the wall. And clean really well behind the TV, because I'm gonna show you right here. It is nasty how much dust builds up behind your television. For the furniture in your living room, you wanna focus on all the little cracks and crevices that you never really pay attention to when you're just general dusting. And make sure when you're doing this, you're not dusting around items, you're moving things out of the way, dusting the whole area, and then putting the items back. As I kick my coffee table, we're gonna move over to the couch. Take your throw pillows off, take your throw blankets, throw those things into the washing machine, get those really good and clean. Vacuum your couch. On top of the cushions, the sides of the cushions, bottom, under, the whole 9 yards, vacuum the entire thing. If you want to, throw those suckers in the washer too. I don't do that with my couch. I just spot clean mine. Under this couch, yeah, you can see all these poker chips. My teenager has a poker set. My toddler likes the poker chips. They're all in my couch with cereal, food, who knows what else is under this couch. It's disgusting. But give this thing a really good vacuum, get all the food that's stuck in there, wipe it down with a microfiber cloth. You can even put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on that cloth and wipe down this little black area down here where the food is, and it cleans it up real nice. Make sure to go under every single cushion. Do not skip them because there can be, I had a stuck Pop-Tart underneath the far back of one of those cushions. I didn't even know it was there because it's a spot we never ever see. Move your couch if you can, get that thing completely out of the way and look behind it and on the floor under it. There's so much crumbs, food, dust, dog hair, you name it. Give that area a full vacuum. Go ahead and mop because you don't move this thing frequently enough and stuff does get down here. There was like an old little juice mark. I'm not even sure how that got there, but there was a juice mark under the couch. Push the couch back, put it into place, and then as you could tell, stuff will pop out the front side. So go ahead and clean up those items too. While the coffee table is still completely out of the way, go ahead and vacuum and mop your living room area too before you put any of the furniture back where it belongs. Little tip for throw pillows, a cat hairbrush will bring them back to life. If you can see these pillows right here, they're the real fluffy kind, but they start to look matted. Use one of these, it takes additional 2 to 5 minutes depending on how many pillows you have, but just give it a good brushing and they look brand new every time. Right here you can see the difference. The one on the left I haven't brushed yet, the one on the right is just beautiful. It's not matted, it's not stuck together, it's all fluffy again. Another tip is your baseboards. You can use a dryer sheet to get the dust off of them and a magic eraser to clean them. Obviously check your paint first to make sure it can handle a magic eraser. But just take a dryer sheet, look at the dust. It comes right off. If you still have spots and they're dirty, take a magic eraser, wet it, and wipe down the baseboard. They look brand new and it does make a giant difference in your house. Here is a clean baseboard as opposed to a dirty baseboard, and you can see night and day difference. It's a big deal. Doors also make a big difference. You can use magic erasers on your doors. Doesn't matter if it's the sheet or the bar, but I do go behind mine because sometimes it drips the wetness, and I take a dry microfiber cloth and just dry where I've cleaned with the magic eraser. Also, not part of spring cleaning. This should be done monthly, but go clean your air filter or change it out. Just trust me on this, it's disgusting, go do it. For this round of speed cleaning, I am done. I managed to do the entire living room, master, and the whole entryway of the house, including the baseboard, checking spots on walls, doors, and it was less than 2 hours, not counting the time to wash the throw blankets and my sheets and comforters, things like that. That part's just not a factor in that time frame, but it doesn't have to take long to thoroughly clean and deep clean your house. As long as you keep up and maintain your house like normal, doing the little deep cleaning parts don't have to take you forever. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope it gave you plenty of spring cleaning motivation as well as a few tips and tricks to speed up the process around your house. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more cleaning motivation, motherhood vlogs, anything like that. You can find it right here. I also will have spring cleaning of this entire kitchen coming. I haven't even begun to touch this area yet, as well as decluttering, organizing, and deep cleaning the kids' bedrooms and bathroom. All of that will be coming up over the next couple of weeks. welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I am doing the spring cleaning of the kitchen. It is the most used area in your home. It gets the grossest. It just takes the effort to deep clean this thing. I don't like to do this with any other part of the house. This gets its own day, its own set time, whether it takes me an hour or whether it takes me 4 hours. I just like to devote it straight to the kitchen. If you've watched any of my other spring cleaning videos, I do like to do things on the speed cleaning side because I don't like to spend all day cleaning. I enjoy cleaning, but I also enjoy spending time with my family and doing more fun things anyways. So I am going to try and do this on more of a speed clean nature, but it is still gonna be a full-blown deep clean. If that sounds like something you wanna watch, stick around, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get started. First thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure that you don't have any dishes in your sink or a bunch of stuff all over your countertops. Just, you know, empty dishwasher. Make sure your normal everyday cleaning stuff is done. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is gather all of your supplies, whether you use all these or just think you may. Just go ahead and put them in one central spot. That way you're not fishing around for them and you can make the process faster. And then the last thing to get started, you're going to want to remember to work from top down. You don't want to dust off all your countertops, clean your floors, and then all of a sudden get up here and dust all this off, because then it's just coming down on what you've already cleaned and making you have to clean some more. So just remember to start from the top and work your way down. The first thing I'm gonna do is spray down my oven because the cleaner has to sit. Now please don't come at me, I am using Easy Off. You can still do this with a mixture of Dawn baking soda and vinegar and make a paste out of it and put it in here, but it does take longer to scrub that out, especially if it gets in the nooks and crannies, so I'm not dealing with that today. I'm just gonna use some Easy Off. But remember to take all of your shelving out when you put this in here. I have my racks in the guest bathtub with some vinegar, baking soda, and some Dawn. That's it, and it's just gonna sit in some really hot water for a while. Now I'm gonna vacuum or dust any vents and light fixtures up on the ceiling, and then up to the top of the cabinets, take down any decorations, dust those off really well. They do get kind of greasy, so you will need to also degrease them if they need it, and dust down every single piece up here, including the back and side walls. Also, while you're up here, go ahead and clean the cabinets so you don't have to keep climbing up and down. Just clean the tops of these cabinets and work as far down as you can. Don't forget to clean the top of your refrigerator. If you're like me and you store random things up there, don't forget to clean up there too. Still working top to bottom. Now is when I'm gonna go inside the cabinets. That way I could dust those out. That way if anything falls to the countertops, I'll keep cleaning downward motion. Now you can go ahead and take everything out of your cabinets if you want to and dust the cabinets that way and get it really, really thoroughly cleaned. Or if you have a dusting mitt and you can get in there and work around it, you could do that too. You're gonna notice my rag is still completely dry. It does not need any moisture to get all of the stuff off the walls in here. The vinegar has already done that for you. If you have a little bit more stubborn stains, go ahead and use some of that hot vinegar on your rag, but you shouldn't really need to. And then just pour the remainder of the hot vinegar onto the glass dish. Scrub that down, it will come perfectly clean too. Put the dish back in there and don't forget to clean the top of your glass top just for any of the debris that may have come out of the microwave, but we're not cleaning the glass top yet.
That's how we stay alive.
Now we're gonna move on to my cup cabinet side. This one I am deep cleaning, but I am also organizing. Over on my Instagram stories, I did post about these in Aldi right now. They have so many organization products on the really, really cheap. So if you have one in your area, you might wanna check it out. This cabinet has been a hot mess for a long time, so I'm really excited to finally organize this thing. If you're new to my channel today, welcome. I am so happy that you're here. These are the type of videos that I do love to make. I make all kinds of cleaning, shopping, mommy vlogs. I do go very crazy when it comes to the holiday season. Some of my old videos, you'll get a kick out of those if you like stuff like that. But I'm just so glad you're here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you consider sticking around and hitting that subscribe button. This cabinet right here, I don't even want to get started on. It is just a mess. It's always a mess. Candy gets in here. My bowls that I use for like small little things are in here. The most random stuff honestly just finds its way into this cabinet, but now I'm going to fix that. The whole top part is done. Now it's time to work on the cabinets and the countertops on the lower part. I always wipe down my counters at the end of every day, but I don't leave a disinfectant on as long as it says to. Like I know in my bottle, I'll show you in a minute, it says it has to sit for a full 10 minutes to disinfect. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna take everything off the countertops, spray them down, let it sit for 10 minutes, and I'm going to scrub the oven while this sits.
Would you stay till the morning?
Make sure to take every single item off of your countertop and make sure to saturate in your cleaner. I mean, don't put a huge giant puddle, but just make sure you got the cleaner all over every inch of the countertop. I bought a new pack of 4 of the Scrub Daddies because I knew that I would destroy one on this oven. And of course, I could have cleaned this thing out and used it for, you know, dishes and everything else, but this one is now just my oven color.
You're mine, that I'm nowhere to find. I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Just stay till
I'm gonna bend down for this part because I'm just gonna talk about it. I am gonna put my liner back in there. I did clean it. I have heard mixed things about this. I am gonna test this out soon to see if it actually changes how items cook in your oven.
we'll find a remedy. Oh, would you stay with me now till the morning?
Thoroughly wipe down your counters and take your time. Get under the little ledges, get all around every little nook and cranny just to make sure it is thoroughly cleaned every single spot on your countertop. Underneath your microwave, you have these little vents. They're very easy to pop out. Go ahead and spray them. I'm doing some Dawn Power Wash, just letting them sit here. Then I'll scrub them with a little brush, rinse them off, and put them back.
Being alone, well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we
Clean your glass top however you clean it. Whatever you use, whatever products you use, go ahead and scrub that down. Use a scraper if you've got one, but make sure that you do not dig into your glass top because you can scratch it or even take gouges out of it, so just be careful.
know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be if I leave tonight?
Instead of me showing you spraying the countertops, waiting the 10 minutes, scrubbing every countertop, I'm just gonna keep going piece by piece of what I'm doing from one part of the kitchen to the next, and now we're working on the cabinet doors. Here's just a glimpse of what we're working with because it is hard to see on the camera, but these cabinet doors are actually like really filthy. And if you're not paying attention to it, you don't see it. You go blind to this type of thing in your home, but really look at it and you'll see just how gross your cabinets really are. I'm just using my Windex and a microfiber to clean my cabinets, but test your cabinets, know your cabinets. If you can do this with a magic eraser, if you just need to use straight vinegar and water, whatever your cabinets are, test a small spot with whatever cleaner you think you're gonna use and make sure you don't damage your cabinets. Get inside, outside, every little piece of these doors, the drawers, the whole nine. Make sure to get every little area, dust inside the cabinets. If you're going to organize while you're down there, like I'm doing here with my pots, don't be afraid to pull out the vacuum. If you don't want to dust and you just want to get everything, put your vacuum in there. And also get the drawer underneath your oven, because a lot of stuff falls in there and you don't realize that it does, but it will be full of crumbs too. This counter's sprayed down. It's waiting its 10 minutes to be completely disinfected. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stainless steel, and I'm gonna clean the dishwasher. The easiest way is either to run a cycle with white vinegar, or just pick up some of these and run a cycle with one of these in it. The dishwasher actually gets a lot dirtier than people realize. Like if you look down here, all in this crack, you see how gross that is? Like look at this side. So that's what the vinegar or those tabs will dissolve. And you also need to find wherever your filter is, mine's right there, and take that thing out and clean it too. Not even gonna lie, this thoroughly grossed me out. And I do this probably about every 2 to 3 months. I will clean this out, but it still grosses me out every time, no matter what. I'm gonna wipe down the last counter, but the main reason I'm showing you this is because any knickknacks or anything decorative, wipe that down too. And then for the sink, I'm gonna spray it down with power wash all over it. I'm gonna take a tiny little brush and I'm gonna get inside each little area in there, as well as take a normal scrub brush and scrub this bad boy down thoroughly. My gasket does not come out where the garbage disposal is, so I take the brush and I really scrub down in there and unfold it and like move it around. But if yours comes out, take that thing out and scrub it too.
But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be
also scrub your faucet. That's also another big thing to do. So y'all know I've hated this for a while. I complain about it all the time. I complain about all my soap containers. I found one that I think I'm going to absolutely love. This little thing right here.
hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, no.
Now ignore the really loud dishwasher, but I'm gonna show you why this thing's so great. For one, it's the best of both worlds. If you want soap, you can just stick your sponge on top and it'll pump out soap. Or if you're washing something and you want like to squeeze soap on it, you can just squeeze soap out the bottom. This thing is awesome. Now I'm going to put baking soda and vinegar down my drains. It works almost like a natural Drano. It just really helps to clean out your pipes. So go ahead and do that. Once I do that, I'm gonna run some hot water down it, and then I'm going to take something to make my garbage disposal smell better. You can use these little pod things, whole lemon, frozen lemon in water like I have here, and just put something down there to freshen up your garbage disposal.
Or I could be someone else.
Onto the stainless steel. I love these wipes and Method glass cleaner. Those are the two that I use. If I don't want to have to do this so often, I will use these because they repel the fingerprints better than the Method does, but the Method is faster. If you're going to use these wipes, you do have to go behind the wipe with like a microfiber cloth and kind of buff it in. So it is a little extra work, but this does last longer than using a glass cleaner.
Drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try.
Once the dishwasher has finished its cycle, get in here and wipe down anything that looks gross, like the inside of the door or that entire line where all that stuff was. Wipe that down too.
No, nothing can break me.
Now I'm just going to vacuum like I normally would, kick all the little kid toys out of the way.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself.
I like to pre-treat my floor before I mop because it's kid stuff, it's sticky. It doesn't always come up with the mop right away. So I am gonna use this cleaner right here, pre-treat some of the spots that I think I'm gonna have trouble mopping up, then just mop like normal with my Lysol cleaner, whatever cleaner you like, steam mop, whatever you choose, but mop your floors as you normally would, but pay extra attention to any areas you typically rush past.
I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed it, got plenty of motivation to get into your kitchen and get it deep clean and ready for the new season. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you liked what you saw today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
Just listen to me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to make cleaning your house faster, easier, more efficient, and in some of these ways even more natural. Now if that sounds like something you'd want to watch, stick around and let's get started. The first tip I'm going to talk about is laundry. Now we've all done it where you've left the load in the washer, gone to sleep, woke up the next day, and it all smells disgusting and nasty and moldy. The best thing I could tell you is when you start that load of laundry, you have your phone with you 24/7. Set a timer. You could do a timer, a reminder, one of the little stopwatch notifications. Any way you want to do it, set it for later in the day. If you're doing the laundry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, set it for like 7 p.m. That way you know you're done with dinner, you're basically sitting around, and you can go ahead and move that load before you go to bed. Still speaking of laundry, tip number 2, have a good stain remover. It doesn't matter. This little bar soap right here was $1 at Walmart, or you can go all the way up to another stain fighter. I have a really good one I love from Grove, but I'm all out of it and so are they, so I can't show you that one. But if you don't want your kids' favorite clothes to be ruined, or your favorite outfit, or sheets, towels, what have you, make sure you have a good stain fighter on hand. The second tip we're going to talk about goes in the shower. Now you've all seen my shower wand. It is half Dawn, half white vinegar. It lives in my shower. Every couple of days during the week when I take my shower, I will literally clean down the shower doors and the entire shower. If you're in there doing a hair mask, take the extra few minutes, just clean down your shower. It saves you so much time in the long run. And another tip that will save you some time goes into the kitchen, and it is an oven liner. These things are fantastic. Just read it to make sure you know where exactly to put it in your oven so it's not touching your heating element. But these things save you so much time. They catch everything and saves you less time on cleaning and scrubbing the bottom of that oven. The next tip has to do with dusters. Yes, I'm referring to duster mitts, Swiffer dusters, anything like that. You want a really good duster, that way you can get into the grooves of things. This little handy mitt right here, I can get into all the nooks and crannies of my fireplace, up behind the TV. Same thing with the Swiffer with the long extended stick. And if you see me when I shake them, nothing comes out. That is the big thing. You want a good duster that when you shake that thing, the dust is all still in there, instead of just taking a rag around your house or a can of Pledge. You don't need that. Just a good microfiber or a Swiffer duster will do the job and lock in the dust. The next tip I'm going to talk to you about is organization. Organization is very important. I know a lot of people, they think it's not a big deal or think it's too expensive. It's not. The Dollar Tree, Walmart, all those stores, you can find organization bins for $1 or 97 cents, and they will make such a big difference. If you are able to tell your kids or your husband or someone exactly where things are supposed to be and where they go, and all of a sudden you break a glass, or you have a spill out of nowhere and it stains something, and you can get it faster if they know where your cleaning products are, it will make a huge difference. So I truly recommend investing in good organization. I've got the rack out in my garage for all of my brooms and things, so they know where those are. Under my sink, I've got where my dishwasher tabs, all of my cleaners that I use on the regular are. This shoe caddy is for where everything I don't use on the regular, but they know where to go if they need it, and it makes a big help in the long run. Now let's talk about dish soap. Dish soap is one of the important ways if you want to cut your dishwashing in half. Get a good dish soap, and the best one I can recommend is Dawn. If you look at this pan right here that I'm cleaning, I will do one side in this one that I'm not gonna mention and this side in Dawn, and you will see the difference. You will see that it doesn't clean as well, doesn't suds up as well, still leaves a greasy residue when it's done. And as well as when I do this stack of 5 plates right here, yes, I know they're already clean, but I'm using the same amount of dish soap of both brands, and you will see one only gets to the 3rd plate before it's barely cleaning, and the Dawn goes through the entire stack of 5 effortlessly and keeps going. Plus, you can mix this with white vinegar and use it to clean your showers. You can use this all over your house. It's an amazing product. Mix it with some baking soda and some vinegar. You can clean your jewelry. You can clean your kitchen sinks, your countertops. You can clean anywhere with it. Dawn, you can even make a glass cleaner out of. So in my opinion, the best thing I could tell you, if you are looking for a dish soap, go with Dawn. It goes the furthest for your money, and it is the most versatile. The next thing we're gonna talk about is microfiber cloths, but in particular, glass cleaning microfibers. These things are fantastic. They do the trick so well, and you only need some kind of microfiber e-cloth and then the glass cleaning one. You don't have to fight with the bottle of Windex or whatever glass cleaner you use. You don't have to carry it around, spray it on everything, and then wipe everything down. Just wet the e-cloth and then wipe it down with the window one, the glass one, whichever one you want to call it. And I have them from several different companies, all the way from $20 a wipe down to this one right here I'm using in the bathroom is a 2-pack from Target for $4.99. Works just as well as my $20 glass e-cleaner. I have not noticed any difference. These things are phenomenal. As per usual, I always save my best tip for last, so I'm going to just talk real fast about the 2 honorable mention products because I've talked about them on my channel before, I've showed you them on my channel before, a million other people all over the internet have showed you them. It is just because they are that fantastic, and if you want to clean easier, you want to clean faster, you need these 2 products. My 2 honorable mentions should come as no surprise when I show them. Dawn Power Wash, Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. Yeah, this is the sheets actually. I've been loving these a lot more. They're just more convenient, but a normal magic eraser works just the same. But you can clean almost anything in your house, showers, dishes, you name it with this, walls, doors, floors, any kind of sticky mess with this. These 2 things are just fantastic. And we are there at my last tip and trick, my favorite one of the thing. Y'all know I love to do that and just put it right there at the end. And we're going to talk about this. I love this thing. Oh my goodness, the things you can do with this thing are ridiculous. As you can see, I've cleaned my couch with it. You can actually put all kinds of different attachments on this thing, clean the couch. You can take wrinkles out of your clothes with that same attachment. You can take it to your tile grout and clean all of that gunk out of your tile grout. My daughter spilled something down here. It was soda or yogurt or something in this grout. I tried to scrub it out. It didn't come out. This takes it out in 2 seconds. You can clean things off of your floors, things off of your walls, your cabinets, your doors, all the sticky, nasty fingerprints and stuff all over your house. You can do your windows with this thing. It is amazing, so versatile, so many different attachments. $39.99, and I will never regret spending that on this little monster. But there you have it. Those are my tips and tricks for making cleaning faster, easier, and more efficient in your home. And if you like the more natural side of cleaning, the steam shot and those e-cleaning wipes will do that for you because you do not need all of the glass cleaners and surface cleaners and things like that. They take care of every bit of that for you, making your cleaning much more natural. If you guys enjoy videos like this one, please let me know in the comments down below. I have tons more tips and tricks to share with you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video, I'm sharing with you some tips and tricks that I use when I want to speed clean, but on the deeper cleaning side. I know for me, when it comes to spring cleaning and fall cleaning, yes, I will do my house entirely, but if I can do it faster and more efficient, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and those tips are the ones that I'm gonna share with you guys today. So let's go ahead, jump right on in and get started. First things first, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any more of my cleaning tips. Or with the holidays coming, I have tons of Halloween content, Christmas content. My channel gets so much fun. If you want to stick around for that, just hit that red subscribe button. The first tip I'm going to tell you is to gather your supplies. You do not want to be working in one end of your house and then have to go back to go find your glass cleaner and back to go get your vacuum, back for a microfiber cloth. You don't want to do that. You want all of your stuff with you in one convenient location. For me, I prefer to make it a basket. Those little cleaning caddies, they're not big enough unless you get a huge one, and that's just inconvenient. And I like to have a basket anyways for when I'm in an area. If there's something that does not belong here, it can go in this basket, and then I will take that and put it away when I am done with this room and eventually move into the room where that item belongs. Also in this basket, I will keep some like Walmart bags because I will use them to pick up trash along the way, and I use these to line my trash cans. And when I am doing my deep cleans, I do like to clean those trash cans, so I'm going to be emptying that trash anyways, and they will need a new bag to line them. Tip number 2 is if there's a spot in your home where you know you're gonna be spraying the cleaner on it and it needs to sit for a while, like spraying down your tub, or if you're gonna be cleaning your oven, spraying that down, cleaning your glass top and pre-treating it, go ahead and do those things first. That way it can sit there and pre-treat while you're working in the next area, so when you get to it, it's just ready to go. The next tip, when you're in the room and you're about to start, we'll say we're gonna use the master bedroom. That's gonna be our example piece for today. When you enter the room, the first thing you want to do is figure out if there's anything out of place. You are not cleaning this room for your daily clean. This is deep clean specific, so hopefully your room is tidied. If not, get those things out of the way so you have a clear slate to start with. The main number one thing when you are going to deep clean, or clean in general for me anyways, but when I deep clean, you start from top to bottom. All the dust and dirt falls to the floor. That's where you want it to go. So you start from the top all the way down. I like to have a good duster because I don't want the dust flying everywhere as I'm cleaning above my head, like when I'm cleaning these vents, or if I'm gonna clean behind the TV, the blinds, all that. I like a good duster just to make that easier on myself. But I will continue working from top down. So I will do all of the vents, the corners, behind the TVs. I will do the windows all the way down. The last thing I will do before I leave a room is I will vacuum it. And if time does allow, I will do the carpet cleaning as well. If I'm trying to do this on the much faster side, I will devote an entire day when it is beautiful outside. We're in Florida, so we don't get very many of those where we can open the windows and not die of heat. But I prefer to be able to open my windows if I'm going to clean the carpets, just so they dry faster. And we have a lot of tiles, so I don't want the kids falling when they go from one carpeted room that's wet straight into the tile. So I just prefer to do that all in one day, not when I'm speed deep cleaning. Once you've established the top to bottom, if you need a little extra motivation to help you get this done, set a timer. Set a timer in each room that you're in for either 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That should be all the window you need. Your kitchen may be a little more than that, but for bedrooms, your living room, all of that, just set a 15-minute timer. You will be surprised at how fast you get done. If you're done before that timer goes off, move on. Moving into the bathroom, in this room, you should already have your shower or tub completely sprayed down, ready to go from earlier, as well as your trash can should have already been emptied and sprayed down with disinfectant, so you could just go ahead and get all those things wiped down. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is, if you're going to be using an antibacterial cleaner, make sure that the bottle, you read it clearly, because some of them have to sit for 5 minutes, some even have to sit for 10 minutes to fully disinfect. So you're going to want to spray down your counters if that's what you're using, spray down your toilet, anything with that antibacterial, so that can sit while you're cleaning down your mirrors or any other high spots and you're doing the walls and stuff in here. A couple things in the bathroom that you may forget to do, but when you're deep cleaning, you should definitely stick these on your list. One, look at your toothbrush container. That thing is usually always gross, has just some buildup on it, some nasty gunk. Definitely spray that down, soak it, clean it, get that sucker clean. The second thing, have a drain snake on hand. I got mine from the Dollar Tree and it's perfect. I've used it for months. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still good to go, but definitely snake your sink drains as well as your tub drain. It will just help everything run more efficiently. It takes like 2 seconds. It's not adding a lot of extra work, but it will help you in the long run. Another thing in the bathroom, if you don't do it regularly, I try to do it on a monthly basis, not like a full-blown seasonal deep clean. That is cleaning my rugs. I will take these out of here guaranteed once a month, if not sooner than that. I've got 5 kids, things happen, so mine get cleaned a little more frequently. If yours don't, add that to your deep clean. Clean your bathroom rugs as well as wash your shower curtain. Take that thing down, throw it in the wash if it can, or just read yours, because some of the vinyl ones, they shouldn't go in the wash machine, so you will have to just clean them down. As well as if you have a shower liner, look at it, spot clean it if it needs it, or full-blown replace that thing. If it's full of just discoloration on the bottom, just replace it. They're $1 to $2 at Walmart. Let's talk the living room part of the deep clean. For one, if you've got throw blankets on your couch and you cannot remember the last time you washed them, take them to that washing machine. Don't even question it, just take it. As well as if you have any pillows that the case can come off, clean that too, as long as they are possible. Read your tags, don't destroy your stuff. But if you do have any throw pillows that cannot go in the wash, like I have this Halloween one right here, this you can use with some Lysol. They do make Lysol specific for linen now that does smell a little better. I know Febreze has an antibacterial version. Use something like that to give these things a good clean and freshening up at the same time. Speaking of the laundry with those throw blankets, if you are going to throw them in and you do have more items that you want to wash, like with this being a fall deep clean, if you want to wash your duvet cover or you're going to pull all the sheets off of these beds, set a timer for that washing machine on your phone. So as soon as that thing goes off, you can pause what you're doing and go switch that load and keep that timer running, so that way you can stay on top of it, so you're not sitting there when 10 o'clock rolls around tonight and you don't have sheets on your bed, or you forgot because you got so overwhelmed cleaning the rest of your house, you forgot that you had things in your washing machine and now they stink and you just have to rewash them again. The next tip I'm going to talk about involves my couch when it comes to deep cleaning, and it also is going to fall into the chairs in my kitchen. With my couch, I like to give it a good vacuum on top of the cushions as well as under. And then I will go ahead and use this little green machine here and clean the entire couch down. It's very quick, very easy, and it does the job very well. And these chairs over here, they're light color. I've got kids make a mess. This thing has been a lifesaver to keep these chairs looking beautiful with having the kids. It takes all of 10 minutes for me to clean all of these chairs. It's just a wonderful little thing to have on hand, whether it's for adults, kids, pets. We all make a mess. This thing helps with that. Another trick I have, if you have windows like this one, but you don't want to pull out the step ladder because it's just the one spot and it's kind of annoying, if you have a Swiffer, you can actually put Windex or some kind of glass cleaner on a rag, attach it to your Swiffer, and you can clean windows like this one completely effortlessly. No need to drag out the step ladder. Quick, easy, done. And the last tip I'm gonna share with you guys involves your mop. Let your mop do the work for you. By that I mean, your mop is not only for your floors. It can do your walls, your baseboards, it can do your cabinets, your windows if you really want it to. Let your mop help you out. I recently purchased 2 new mop heads because the one that I was using for my floors got really, really gross, and I want a separate one for cabinets specific. So I will use this mop head in a bucket and I will go ahead and clean all of the cabinets in my kitchen and my bathrooms. Do it that way. That's one way I let my mop help me. The second way is my walls. You can clean your walls with water and fabric softener. If you need a little extra clean, throw a little bit of vinegar in the bucket. The fabric softener will kill the smell of the vinegar, but you'll still get the disinfecting properties, and use that to clean your walls and your baseboards. And then of course your mop for your floors as you normally would. But the mixture I use in the mop bucket for my cabinets, it's over on my TikTok cleaning hacks #2. I will also put that down below, which ingredients I use for the cabinets. The walls is basically to 1 bucket of water. I use about a capful of the fabric softener and maybe a tablespoon to 2 of the vinegar if I'm feeling the need for it. Otherwise, I skip that entirely and just do the water and fabric softener for that. And then the floors, I always switch that up. Sometimes it's Lysol and water. Sometimes it is a Tide Pod and a little bit of Lysol and the water. It all really depends. Whatever you use to clean your floors, just use that. There you have it, guys. Those are my tips and tricks for how to make deep cleaning go a lot faster and smoother for you. Get it done more efficiently so you don't have to spend all of your time cleaning and you can get back to doing all the fun stuff with your family or fun holiday stuff. Whatever you've got going on, you still won't lose all day to deep clean your house for fall, spring, whatever season you're working on at that time. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to start with some of the preparation things that I do to kick off spring cleaning. No, today I am not deep cleaning. I am not going that level. That will be my next video. This is just the things I like to do to get my home ready to be able to do that with very minimal extra effort on my part. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button and I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I mean by all this to you guys. Let me go ahead and say, yes, there will be cleaning in this video, lots of cleaning motivation, but I'm just knocking the tips and tricks out of the way first for spring cleaning. First tip, designate when you're going to do the actual deep cleaning part of all the added on tasks. Deep cleaning is not the same as your normal everyday cleaning. I don't do my windows every day. I don't dust my vents and things like that every day or even monthly. This is the extra added stuff, and it helps you a lot if you have a game plan and a designated set slot of time to do it all in. You do not need to deep clean all in one session either, unless you plan to speed clean. I speed clean and I typically do the kitchen because it's a huge area in one day and then the rest of my house in another session. So my deep cleaning usually gets broken up into 2, maybe 3 sessions. The next also big tip I can give you is make a list of the things that you actually want to do. You can go on Pinterest or online, Google, and you will find tons of spring cleaning lists. Just Google that or Pinterest that. You will find checklists and they'll tell you exactly what to do. Or I have videos, a bunch of other YouTubers have videos. Go on there and look and it will tell you what to do start to finish if you do not know how to thoroughly deep clean your home that you're supposed to do for the spring season and the fall season. I will walk you around my house in a second and show you several of my projects because the next thing I'm gonna go into is the organization side. Look at your home and see if there's areas that you could better organize or organize for the first time. There's areas of mine I'm gonna show you here in a second where I did the full-blown organization and what I did not work for us and it is a mess. So that is another thing, is look for what organization you need to fix and correct ahead of time. Bins you might wanna buy so you can do this over time instead of it being one big drop to your bank account. And then the other 2 tips I can give you, if you have things that you know you're going to want to declutter, we all do some decluttering before you do your massive spring cleaning because then it's already out of your way and one less thing to worry about at that time. Plus it will help you if you are gonna do organizational bins, you will know ahead of time kind of what the categories are and how many bins you may need. And the last one is check your cleaning supplies. Make sure they're not running low. Make sure you have, if it's a certain duster that you like my duster, I need to buy a few new heads for the replacement tops. And I use A-Fresh in my dishwasher and in my washing machine. I am out for my dishwasher, so I already went ahead and ordered that. So it will be here when I'm ready to spring clean. Okay, but now that I've gone through all of that stuff to help you get ready for spring cleaning, I'm gonna start prepping my house today for it with you guys. I'm gonna show you my cleaner closet, which is a disaster. I'm gonna walk you around to where the projects are that I'm gonna be doing. There's some decluttering in this video, some well, not deep cleaning, but some start of the deep cleaning and all of that. Let's just go ahead and get on in. Like this. This is on my list for my spring cleaning. I have candles down here from fall, Christmas, random before Christmas, just candles, wires all messy. This is one of the projects that I will be deep cleaning. As well as my windows, I will be cleaning the inside, the outside, and then all inside the tracks down there, and as well as in there, cleaning every bit of that. That is on my list. These chairs would typically be a more of a deep cleaning side, but my kids have been destroying them recently. These will be done in the video today. The other chair, this is why they're being done today. As you can see, the red Kool-Aid, my son spilled on it this morning, and at the same time, one of the legs broke, which is why it's on my dining room table. We're fixing the leg, so that way I can scrub that today. On my list for the deep cleaning, my microwave. It is in desperate need to get done. So this will be when I do all of my kitchen stuff. I will do all of the appliances, regardless of just how dire they are. I will do them all. Ignore the peppy for a second, but like in your dishwasher, it needs to be on your list of things you deep clean, because look at down there. Every bit of that needs to get cleaned up out of here. So that's another reason why this needs to be on your deep clean list. And then something else that I'm adding to my kitchen deep clean this year is actually my Ninja, because if you look in there, hang on. If you look in there, you could see just how gross it gets. And I found a trick online. People have asked if I know how to clean one of these, and I've been trying different methods. I found another one that should work very well. I'm just waiting for what I need to get here to show you guys how to clean this. So that will be in my kitchen deep clean. Laundry room is definitely another area that you need to put on your spring cleaning list. When was the last time you washed, like cleaned your washer and your dryer on the outside, on the inside, vacuumed out the lint trap, the full 9? When was the last time you did that? I know for me, it was in the fall. So these are on my list for spring cleaning and to clean whatever that is my kids got on it. But like I said, just go around your house, take a pen and paper with you, and start writing down things that are bothering you, where they need to be cleaned, organized, whatever. Take it, just write a little list along with you, and those are the items that you should do, because that is the extra things that are not your everyday cleaning. That's the whole purpose of spring cleaning. Now jumping into my prep work, I have to check on the rest of my cleaners. And I told you guys my cleaners have gone overly above to an extreme level. I'm gonna show you what I mean. This closet is where I keep all of these school supplies, books, board games, you name it, and I keep my cleaners in here. Well, I apologize in advance for my Monica closet, because here are my cleaners, and as you can tell, they don't even fit in all these pouches anymore because they're hanging off because there's too many. And then in here, all along the bottom, I've got them piled everywhere, including that's cat litter we gotta redo today, my second vacuum, and then the kids have just destroyed all this, and I have cleaners going up the shelves into their books. It's just a disaster. This closet I will not be tackling today. I'm going to get in it real fast and do an inventory of what cleaners are low and things like that that I need to reorder, but I cannot reorganize this because I'm going to put a shelf there, so I can't even do this today until I get the shelving that I need. So this, just, you see it, you see my mess. You guys have asked about my cleaners. Here they are, and I'll be taking care of that over the next couple weeks. Moving back into the kitchen, when I do my big old deep clean in here, I do not like to deal with little things like the drawers. So one thing I do ahead of time as part of my prep work is I will go ahead and knock out the dreaded junk drawer. So this is the first thing I'm gonna start on today.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Get down now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are.
Trunk drawer is finished. I'm gonna move on to some more stuff. I have laundry and things like that, and I'm just gonna hop into those next. But while I was still in the kitchen, I want to show you guys something real fast. I was in Hobby Lobby and I found these cute little popsicle things in their summer section, and their summer stuff is half off, but you stick a little popsicle stick in there, and if it melts, the kids can, you know, suck on this like a straw. So I thought these are really neat, so I got these for my younger 3. I love Kim, the Wad Squads. I've watched her forever. She is the most hysterical thing in the entire world, and she's been using a garlic dicer like this, and I finally found one, so I'm going to give this thing a try here soon, but I was really excited to find that.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
Closet is a good example of what I mean when I have organized and it does not work for our family. Like I did several different kinds of rags in here. Now it's just a mess of all the rags. I gotta figure out that again. All of the sheets, that didn't work out. Towels went fine, but they're all in the wash right now. That's Gwenny's potty training basket. That's some extra random holiday crap. I need more paper towels. Toilet paper is always fine. So some of it works, some of it doesn't. And up here was supposed to be beach towels, all the queen sheets, and extra throw blankets, and as you can tell, that didn't work for us either. But like the organization underneath the bathroom sink has worked. It's just a few little things that are over, but if I put a third basket there, it would probably fix that with no problem. But like this organization has worked out fine. And speaking of decluttering, if you want to go ahead and knock this part out now, I just had to buy new medicine because I didn't check the expiration date recently. And then, hold on, my Tylenol expired in November. So that's one part of my spring cleaning. When I do decluttering, I go around and I check on expiration dates on things. That way I know to get them out. Like all the kids, all their meds are fine. I've already checked theirs, but I checked mine this past week and mine was expired. So part of decluttering, check expiration dates. We haven't had a rug out front in a while because the last several times I've had a decorative one like this on this brown stuff, it just attracts so much grass when my husband cuts the lawn, so much dirt, it's just a mess. Well, somewhere on TikTok, I fell down the rabbit hole and it said this Flex Seal spray stuff, the clear one, you could spray all over it, let it dry, and then it will be fine against all of the elements. So that's what I'm actually gonna go try next, is to spray that and let it dry. But I just thought the new rug was cute. I found that at Hobby Lobby and their rugs were half off, so I paid less than 10 bucks for that. And just a closer up of the can that I will be using. I've never used Flex Seal before, so that was a little weird, but the whole can is on the rug and I'm gonna let it dry. I will update you guys over here, but it will take probably another week or two before I could do that. I'll update Instagram stories a little more frequently, so if you're not following me over there, follow me if you want updates on that or anything else.
If only I had missing for a while. I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go. But when you left, I could feel it grow like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know. I see the door you closed is open wide, and a better version of me inside. Let me in, let me stay there for a while. I feel it now when I see that smile, like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
Tiny, muddy puppy paw prints. They go all over my table and around my kitchen, but I have to do the floors next. And it's probably hard to see, but the floor, you could tell it's wet right here. This is where I was using the steamer. It does put water on your floor, so just be careful where you use that if you've never used one. And more puppy paws going around the table all the way that way. But what I wanted to show you is I've told you guys that my mop bucket died, and it did. Like, if you step on the pedal, it just stays down. So I had to get a new bucket.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna.
So aside from this massive pile of clothes right here and working on that chemical closet down there, which is an absolute disaster, and I've tried to film cleaning that closet before for you guys and it's just not possible anyways, so I will just show you guys what it looks like when it's done in a different video. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one here because I'm pretty good and kicked off for spring cleaning. I gave you guys all the tips and everything. Go around, check your house, see what you want to do, see what you need to get, and we can kick off spring cleaning this coming week when March rolls around. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today is going to be part one of my spring cleaning for 2022. I'm one of those people, I don't like doing full-blown cleans where it takes an entire day. So I am going to break this up into parts for you, and along the way I do have some tips and tricks to make the cleaning a lot faster and easier so you don't have to spend all day cleaning to get all these extra projects around your house done that you only do 1, 2, maybe 3 times a year. Today, I'm going to mostly focus on the living room and the master bedroom, which all the tips and everything I have for both these spots will carry through the remainder of your home. And the first 2 tips I'm going to give you is, first, make sure your space is tidy. You don't want to start spring cleaning and trying to do the extra projects when you have your normal day-to-day or weekly projects to do. That's not the whole point of this, is for you to be cleaning top to bottom, all of it. These are the extra projects. The second thing I'm going to tell you is, when you are doing any kind of deep cleaning, or cleaning in general for that matter, but deep cleaning specific, always start top to bottom. Do all of the stuff first, that's like this vents and things on your ceilings, all the way down to the tops of your pictures, and keep going down, making the floors the last thing you do, because you don't want to be wiping down your counters, getting them all disinfected and sanitized, and then go do the tops of your cabinets and just bring all that dust and dirt down on what you've already cleaned. So top to bottom. Now that we've gone through all that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button if you like what you see today, and I'm gonna jump in. As I said, work from the top down, all of your air conditioner vents, the tops of your door frames, the top of the door itself, this weird vent above my door, smoke detectors, anything up on the roof, light fixtures. If you have a ceiling fan, also clean that too at this point. Get behind your TV screens, any wall art that you have up, any corners of your rooms, because there's all kinds of little dust bunnies. If you're really looking, you could see little cobwebs up there, and if you ignore this, they just stay there and keep piling up on each other. So try to get all of your walls, the corners, everywhere. Then we're gonna move over into the windows, and I apologize, I hate filming near the windows because the lighting goes nuts, so I'm just saying that now. Take the duster, or however you wanna clean your blinds, you do one side all the way down, turn them open to the other side, and then clean them down. Again, someone told me to spray alcohol onto my Swiffer duster and it will pull the dust a little bit more. I didn't notice a difference, but if you wanna try it, go ahead. Then just some Method glass cleaner, open the curtains all the way up and clean the windows really well, top to bottom. And make sure you get the pieces that are holding your windows in place too, because if you really look at the deep little corners of those, they're nasty as well. If your windows do open fully to where you can get to the outside, do that as well, or put this on your outside spring cleaning list to clean your windows from the outside. And just giving you guys a satisfying look at just how much dirt came off these 2 windows. Then open your windows and look at the track below it. It is absolutely disgusting there. The only reason these 2 are not that bad is because when I was demonstrating my steamer in one of my last videos, this is the windows that I demonstrated it on. So these were just done all of like 2 weeks ago, and I still needed to get in there with my vacuum and suck out a bunch of dirt and grossness. So give the tracks of your windows a really good clean. You can use a scrubber, a magic eraser. I'm just using some Method glass cleaner because I didn't need anything more extensive, but I have used magic erasers when this is really bad, and it does wonderful. Moving into the bedding, I like to completely rip my bed apart when I'm deep cleaning, and I'm showing you guys here, that is a blue Lucky Charm marshmallow that my daughter pushed into my blanket in 2 spots. And this right here is cherry Kool-Aid that she decided to put on my sheets and a little bit of my comforter. So what am I gonna use? Some Folex to help me clean this off before I throw it into the washing machine. Now what I'll do is strip all of my bedding off, and no, I'm not letting the Folex sit for a while. This is literally, as soon as I put the bottle down, I'm ripping my blankets and sheets off of this bed. That product is that wonderful. I do not like putting my pillows into the washing machine and the dryer because it changes the way they feel. So I'm going to Lysol every single pillow as well as my mattress protector. But if you want to, you can go ahead and vacuum your mattress, put a little baking soda on your mattress and vacuum it out, flip this thing over, around, whatever you want to do to thoroughly deep clean your mattress and your pillows. If you have a fabric headboard like I do, you need to vacuum it. Your dead skin cells and stuff go into it just like they do your bedding. Just do yourself a favor, vacuum your headboard. throwing the blankets and these sheets in the wash machine. I'm just gonna use a Tide Pod, some fabric softener because I love the smell, and some baking soda, about between 1/4 and 1/2 cup, just to help me really brighten the whites of my blanket and my sheets. Run this on a normal cycle for the bedding on my wash machine and let it go. Moving down the room even further, I'm going to do all of the wood next, all along the bottom of my bed, nightstands, headboards, dresser, you name it. I'm using a multi-surface pledge, and I'm so sorry for Mako. He is all over this video, guys. I'm so sorry, he's in the way. But I'm going to use pledge here. You can use whatever multi-surface cleaner, wood cleaner you want to use, whatever product your bedroom furniture is made of. If it's not wood, if it's some kind of metal, whatever you use to thoroughly deep clean it. Move your bed out of the way if you can. Move your nightstands around. Get behind them, around them, everywhere. This little lamp right here, I'm going to try my best to get it clean. And once you see what I'm about to show you, my daughter drew all over the shade. Look at this. It's got brown crayon that she drew. So I'm attempting the Folex to even get that off with just a wet microfiber. And yes, I'm chom-chomming the shade first to get any dog hair and dust off. I love that little gadget so much, but just a wet microfiber and the Folex got every bit of the crayon off of this thing. I am still absolutely shocked at how well it cleaned. If you know anything about cleaning lampshades, they're a nightmare. The Chom Chom, wet microfiber, and some Folex. These things look brand new. But continue cleaning all of the wood around your room. I forgot to do the other half of my headboard, so that's what I'm going back and doing here. And then I'm moving over to my TV. I do clean the TV regularly when I'm cleaning the room, but you will even see my rag here in a second. This was only about 2 weeks of not cleaning that TV, and there's still nasty dust. It's crazy how much dust accumulates around your TVs if you have them on the wall. So just remember to deep clean those. When you're doing your dresser, you want to open the drawers, get the tops of the drawers, the sides, inside the handles, everywhere. This is deep cleaning. This is not just wiping it down. This is getting all the little nooks and crannies that you don't normally focus on. That's what you're trying to do. And while I'm at the dresser, I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter some of the things that I know I don't wear and use, because it's another fast time to just get this stuff out of here and out of your way. Now down to floor level, get under your bed, clean everything out. I had stuff that, okay, the weights belong under there, my husband's shoes live under there, but there was cups, bowls, so much trash, toys, dog toys, cat toys, you name it, it was under this bed. I think I even found one of Declan's socks way halfway under the bed. Vacuum everything under there, put everything back that does stay under there only, don't put anything extra. And then the most satisfying part is all of the vacuum lines. Do this slowly and try and, like, if you can, go over the spaces 2 times just to really suck any of that extra dust and dirt out of your rug. And at this point, if you have a steam cleaner to steam clean your carpets, that's when you would do that. I'm not doing that today, but this is when I would. The last thing I have to do in here, obviously, is remake the bed. And since everything is still in the washer and the dryer, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next area. Different room, but same process. I'm starting from top to bottom.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong.
Over to the TV stand, I will take more time as I did with the dresser on this. I will try and get in every little crease and crevice of this thing because when I'm just normally cleaning this living room, I don't focus that hard on it. And if you get up close to it, if my camera would even focus on the white furniture, I could show you that there's a lot to really clean in just some of the little random parts of this. As well as the coffee table, I clean this thing down pretty well, but if you get down on your hands and knees and really look at your furniture, you will see a bunch of spots that you miss, and that's what the deep cleaning is for.
Leave it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right?
I'm gonna move the coffee table out of the way and move over to the couch. Take your throw blankets, throw pillows, anything extra on your couch, and go ahead and get that washed. I'm gonna chom my couch. You can vacuum it if you want to. I just find that this works better and I can get really into there and underneath the pillows because my back pillows do not come off. But however you would thoroughly deep clean your couch, if you put your cushions in the washer, if whatever you do to thoroughly deep clean your couch and vacuum it, that's what you need to do here. And don't forget to get underneath your cushions and vacuum that whole part as well. I found so many crumbs and things in here, including my son has been hiding his gummy vitamins that he doesn't like. He's been hiding them in my couch. Interjecting for a minute, now that the couch is completely vacuumed out under the cushions everywhere, this is when I would use this and clean the cushions, or you could put them in the washer if that's your thing. I don't have my cleaner that I use for this. The store didn't bring it to me in my grocery order, so I'm going to have to go and get that and do that at a separate time. But this is when I would scrub my cushions as well. Moving my couch away from the wall so I can clean underneath it, and oh my goodness, you guys, this is what's under my couch. This was about 2 months worth of stuff under here, and I don't even have words for it.
Stay alive, but if I'm with you, I'll survive. So hold me close into the night, 'cause I need you to stay.
Once we sorted through everything, I gave this a good sweep and a vacuum, but you can see the color on the floor. Whatever that is, something got spilled under my couch and it was very, very sticky. I put some Dawn Power Wash on it to try and break it up as best as I can, and then I'm going to go over it after I let it sit for a little while with my bucket and my mop. I'm just using some Lysol to do this. It's disinfecting, so why not? But if you have a steam mop or whatever concoction you like to mop your floor with, go ahead and use that. I'm just using the Lysol. But the Dawn Power Wash did help. As you can see here, it is coming up, but it didn't come up all the way until I actually got on the floor with a little kitchen scraper you'll see here. And all that is in this squirt bottle is just water, because if you're gonna use the scraper, you want the surface to be damp. So that's all that is just water in that squirt bottle, and this is a kitchen scraper, and everything came up beautifully off the tile.
Need you to stay a bit longer. I just need you to can I be a body for motivation? Just a little while. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation. Can I be a body for motivation? Just a little while. A simple question, can I get closer?
Once I move the couch back, I'm going to vacuum and mop in the area where the coffee table goes so I can put that back in its place, and then I'll just continue working on the rest of the floor as far as vacuuming and mopping goes. Since I didn't actually steam clean my cushions on this day, I am gonna spray them down with this Touch Febreze stuff. It actually is really good and sticks around for a long time. but I just want it to smell really fresh and clean. Something else I love to do when I'm deep cleaning, I will spot clean or fully clean my walls if they look like they need it, but I will spot clean with some Mr. Clean magic erasers. I use the sheets because they're just easier. Know your paint first though. If you've never used a magic eraser on your walls, it can take your paint off. I'm telling you that right now. So just test a little area first before you go using this in a big spot right in the middle of your wall. Also do your switches and your light sockets, get those deep cleaned, as well as any doors and the frames of your doors and the door knobs, because that's a lot of stuff you don't really think to clean on the regular basis.
Surprise, I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the coma.
If I'm going to clean the entire wall, I do have a whole new mop head that I use for doing that, and I will put the mixture of cleaners I use on the walls in the description box down below, because it's the same thing I use on my cabinets that I'll be using next week in the kitchen deep clean. And then just back into the bedroom to remake the bed, put all of the sheets and everything back on as you normally would make a bed. And if you see me looking at the sheet funny or the comforter funny, I am trying to find any remnants of the red Kool-Aid or of that blue little marshmallow. I cannot find them anywhere, and I'm even gonna show you guys here a close-up in a minute of all the different corners of this bed. There's no blue, there's no red. It is amazing, that product of the Folex. I love it so much.
Didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go.
And then just adding my pillows and throw blankets, a nice little spring room freshener over here. Oh, and there are holes in my throw blanket. That's from Mako because he jumps up funny and he's ripped it, and I'm not replacing that until he learns to jump better. Master bedroom is completely spring clean, as well as the living room area. The only thing you might not have caught is when I was mopping the floor behind the couch, I did the baseboard with my mop. So I did do the baseboards out here as well. In the bedroom, I went over those when I was spot cleaning the walls. So all the baseboards are done as well, but I will make sure to film some of that in more depth when I do the kitchen part of the deep clean next week. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it and got lots of motivation to get started on your spring cleaning around your house. Remember, you do not have to do all of this in one day, one session. Take as much time as you need, break apart your rooms any way you want to, just to make sure that you are getting your home fresh and clean for the brand new season. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I am doing more spring cleaning for you all, and today's focus will be on the kitchen. It will be a complete deep clean from top to bottom. If you haven't seen any of my other spring cleaning videos, that is the one main tip I'm going to tell you, is if you are doing any kind of cleaning, go from top to bottom. You don't want to clean off all of your cabinets or scrub your floors and then get all the way to the top of your cabinets and dust and dirt comes down onto what you've already cleaned. That's just stupid. Don't do it. Just work from top to bottom and save yourself the struggle. Also, my other thing, make sure your space is pre-tidied. Like there's no dishes in your sink, your dishwasher's empty, counters are pretty much cleared off. That will help you in the long run when you're doing the spring cleaning, so you don't have to fully clean and deep clean at the same time. It takes longer and no one wants to do all that. Today's video is actually a collab with my friend Ashley. Her channel name is Ashley J. Aaron. She is a mom of 2 out of Michigan. You guys, her channel is ridiculous. It is just like mine. She goes crazy with the holidays. She cooks, she cleans, does all that. but her decorating, she is seriously my decorating goals. I have collabed with her before. You guys may have seen her on my channel. This is why, because her channel is that wonderful, and I don't want you guys to miss out on seeing her content. She is also doing a big spring clean today of her bedroom and the master bathroom, and it is ridiculously motivating. She does the checklist like I do. It is just a wonderful channel. She's such a sweet lady. Definitely go and check her out if you haven't already and you do want some more cleaning motivation or decorating motivation. She is your girl, guys. Don't miss out on her. Now that I've said all that though, it's time for me to get started. I'm gonna put the hair back, put on some music, and jump right on in. If you haven't already and you do enjoy what you see here today, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out Ashley's channel when you're done with mine from today. And if you are here from Ashley's channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see and consider sticking around with me. Let's go ahead and get ready and get this done. One exception I make to the top to bottom cleaning is obviously anywhere that you need to pre-treat. Like if you're doing your showers, you want the cleaner to sit for a while. And yes, I know, don't come at me. I'm using Easy Off for my oven, and I want to pre-treat that and let it sit for a while I'm doing everything else. So I will start with that, but that's my only exception. I was looking for a better way to clean my oven racks. This is just my bathtub. I'm sorry it went blurry for a second, and some Blue Dawn. I'm gonna put my racks in there, and then I'm going to put dryer sheets. I saw this on Pinterest. It looked amazing, but it says you have to let it sit for several hours, and then you're gonna need a little bit of elbow grease to get it off, but you scrub it with the dryer sheets, and I thought that was really interesting, so I decided to give this a try. Cleaning the tops of your cabinets is actually really important. A lot of dust builds up there, as well as above your stove, grease and everything builds up. So you want to clean this area really well. And while I'm up there, I'm going to clean the tops of my cabinets. The top of your microwave gets really gross, clean that too. And work your way around your entire kitchen, doing all of the tops of your cabinets and any vents or anything on your ceiling and your lighting fixtures while you're up there. If you get a bunch of crap on top of your refrigerator like I do as well, clean and organize that and wipe it down too to get rid of any dust. Now I'm gonna take everything off of my counters before I do the next phase, which is going inside any of my cabinets that need to be organized. This was the absolute worst one, so that's why I'm showing you this one. Just take all the trash, all of the junk out of there, get it cleared out, wipe the entire cabinet down. If you want to, get a vacuum in there and really, you know, suck all the crumbs and dirt out. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna wipe it all out, but I am pushing it down toward the counters, and that's why I don't want like my oil containers sitting there catching all of that. But I will take the time to go through each one of my cabinets. I'm only showing you this one, but I will do all of my upper cabinets, go through and organize them as I'm wiping the doors down. This is just one view of this cabinet done, but while you're in there, make sure you're checking expiration dates. I know people don't think to do that so often, so that's why I'm reminding you, including on your spices. Your spices do expire. No, they're not gonna get like dangerous to eat, but they're not gonna have the same potency, texture, flavor, you name it. So check your expiration dates on your spices too. I'm gonna use the Method Antibac on my counters, and as you just saw there, the bottle does say it needs to sit for 10 minutes to disinfect. So I'm just gonna spray down all of my cabinets. I'm gonna clean the walls behind there. I'm not gonna let that sit to disinfect. I mean, I'm really not that important, but I am gonna clean the walls, the light sockets, and the switches, as well as spray down the entire island with it so it can sit over there too. Ignore the back counter where that cooker is. We're gonna get to that. While the cleaner is sitting for the 10 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the microwave. This is really simple. I've showed you guys 1,000 times. Just take a glass bowl, put some water in it, and put some white vinegar. It usually ends up being about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of the white vinegar. Put it in your microwave for 4, 5 minutes, whatever you think. If it's a really stuck on mess, go with the 5 minutes. Careful when you take it out, it is hot. Take your glass tray out and the little thing it sits on to rotate, and just start wiping and everything will fall off. I, of course, have to get on a chair because I'm too short with where my microwave is, so yeah, short girl problems there. But then just scrub the entire thing out and just push the crumbs down. You're working your way down anyways, just push the crumbs on out of there. Don't worry about being delicate with this. Use some of that hot vinegar water and a scrub brush to clean the glass tray. It comes off beautifully. Like, you see me sped up here, but I'm not using any effort with that scrub brush. Then just wipe it all down, piece it all back together, and your microwave is clean and beautiful, and it takes literally like 5 minutes. Obviously not counting heating up the vinegar, but it takes like 5 minutes. This is why I say top down. This is all the stuff that fell out of the microwave and from the tray, and I'm just gonna wipe it off my glass top and down to the floor and keep going. If you don't have a kitchen scraper, I highly recommend getting one. They're like $5 to $10 on Amazon. Not this one, it came in a kit I bought for my glass top, but I'm gonna buy a new one anyways. But an actual kitchen scraper, these things will save your life so much. I use it in my oven later on, you'll see me. I use it on my glass top, on my countertops. If the plastic scrapers I love don't get it, that thing does. This I'm going to clean in between my countertops and my oven. It is absolutely disgusting. Like, just watch. It's horrible, and I do both sides. I held off on this little counter so I could do it all at once. I'm going to deep clean my Ninja Foodie Grill and my coffee pot at the exact same time. These are just a close-ups of how gross both of these really are, and they do need the deep clean. First thing, I'm going to clean all the little pieces that come off. This is just Dawn and water, and it's gonna sit over there and rest for a little while I work on the actual machines themselves. Take this little vent off the top, spray it down with some power wash, and stick it over there in that sink too. I've been trying to find the best way to clean this grill. This is it, Brillo pads and hot water. That's literally it, and obviously some really good elbow grease. This thing looks brand new when I'm done with it. Do not do this to the black part or the outside. This is literally just for the metal on the inside, but it works beautifully, and I cannot recommend this method for cleaning it more.
It's still on caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat.
And then I'm just gonna wipe down the counter, underneath the machines, around the machines, just everywhere with the method. And of course, take a few pieces off this coffee pot that I forgot were even on it. Now I'm gonna take a good scrub brush and work on that vent and any of the other pieces to the coffee pot and the grill.
I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no words no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep.
The best way to clean the coffee pot is to just run a cycle of white vinegar through it, which is exactly what I'm doing. About a half a cup of the white vinegar, run it through a normal cycle, and then run 2 cups of just plain water afterwards, and it cleans everything out of it really well. While that's running, I'm going to piece together the Ninja again, put the bottom tray, put the air fryer basket, because that's what we keep in there, and I will set this for a few minutes just to make sure there's no cleaner in there. I like to heat it up and make sure that that smell is completely gone before we attempt to cook any food in there. And yes, the coffee pot is dripping because I'm impatient and didn't want to wait So I have a towel there, but if you can, just wait a few minutes and it'll be fine to run the cycle again. Anything that goes back on your counters, your butcher block, my Scentsy, any decorations, you're going to want to wipe those down thoroughly, because if you look at them really up close, you will see food spatter, grease, crumbs, all kinds of things stuck, and you don't even think about it, you don't really notice it because you go blind to things like that. So when you're putting any of your decorations or useful items back on your counters, wipe them down completely.
Toes, baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. No, it's no more, no.
On to the glass top. You guys know I love my Scrub Daddy paste. There's a million options for cleaning the glass top. You do not have to use this product. I just love this product so much because it cleans so well, and I can use it for multiple places around my house. It's not just, oh, here's a glass top cleaner, that's all it's for. While you're cleaning a glass top, take your vents from below your microwave, they just pop right out, spray them with some power wash, and let them sit in your sink for a few minutes while you're cleaning everything else.
You had me at a low, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you.
After your vents are scrubbed and rinsed, put them back, but just be careful when you do it because I gave myself extra work on this day. As you see here, I dropped my vent right behind my stove. Yep, there it goes. So of course, now I have to pull out my oven and clean behind it, which I'm really grateful actually I did, because you can see just how gross the side of my oven is right there, and everything underneath it. It's just absolutely atrocious. So I'm actually glad for my mistake, because then I got to fix all of this mess.
You say me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime.
For the side of the oven and the walls, I'm gonna use the Method degreaser, and then on the floor, I'm going to use the Dawn degreaser and let that sit for a minute while I scrub down the walls and the side of the stove, so that way when I go down there to mop, the Dawn will have already broken everything up.
I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through. What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared. You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
Now inside the oven, and honestly, I have no idea why my camera is moving like that. It was stationed on the tripod perfectly well, so I have no idea why this is moving back and forth a little bit. So I do apologize for that part of this footage, but I did get in there and scrub my oven very well to get all of the easy off out. And if you can see the bucket of water, it's disgusting. And then back into the bathroom. This black thing is my oven liner, if you guys have never seen that on my channel before, but I washed that. And then you're supposed to take the dryer sheets and scrub the racks with them. It was kind of working, I'll say that. I don't know, maybe it needed several more hours to work like it did for that other lady. I gave up, I brought in another Brillo pad and scrubbed the rest of this off with a Brillo pad, which also works very well, and you don't have to let these sit for hours. So that's another option if you wanna do this in a quicker time frame, just use a Brillo pad.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking.
And just like with the Ninja Foodi, the oven I will preheat very high and just let it preheat fully and sit on for like 5 minutes just to get the smell out. Then moving on to all of the drawers, as I'm going down the cabinets, I will check each and every drawer to see if they need to be organized more. Yeah, these two right here could use a little more, but I'm not dealing with that. This is about as good as it's gonna get. Over here, these two, my towels are in the wash. And then this one right here is bad. So I'll be working on that drawer. When I'm done with the drawers, I will move to the lower set of cabinets and I will look through those to organize as I'm wiping the outside of them. So I will go into them first and organize if needed. Like this one was awful. I knew this one was awful. So I took the time to organize it first. But as I'm working the rest of the way through the kitchen, as I scrub down the doors inside and out, I will pop in and start fixing a few things as I go all the way through the kitchen. And yes, I'm having a full conversation with the puppy because he kept sniffing every single item, so I just kept talking to him about it.
In the morning you just leave. I need more with us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you.
I like to mop my cabinets on the regular basis, but when I'm thoroughly deep cleaning like this, I want the rag and the spray bottle because I want to get into every single nook and cranny on that door, inside and out. If you do not want to do that method and you just want to mop your cabinets, I like to use my O-Cedar mop, and I have a different head that I use for when I do walls and cabinets. The mixture I use is 5 to 6 pumps of power wash, a tablespoon of powdered Tide, and just some hot water in the bucket. That's all I use, and that is what I will mop my cabinets and my walls with.
With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say you do.
The anti-bac is so strong, I had to switch. I'm using the Daisy by Mrs. Meyer's. I love it. It's so fresh and beautiful for spring. But yeah, that anti-bac is so strong and potent. I had to put it away.
With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you.
Don't forget to wipe down any doors like your pantry door and the doorknob. Get that good and clean too. And then I'm gonna move on to the stainless steel. I will use a specific stainless steel cleaner and polish for this one because, again, deep cleaning. I like the Method glass cleaner for everyday cleaning, but when I really want a good shine on these, when I want it to repel the fingerprints longer, I do go for an actual stainless steel cleaner.
Can be sharp, cut me close to the heart, but we can master the art. And the thing is that these scars are scary, but they are just some old scars. We should never be afraid of them. You and I know when we are too far apart, everything just falls apart. So I just close my eyes and dream.
Now I will move into the dishwasher. I'm trying this for the first time. I usually use a Fresh, but they were out, so this will have to do. And it works pretty much the same way, but that line of gunk right there is one reason we're definitely deep cleaning this dishwasher. Throw the pack in like you would any dishwasher pad, close it up, and clean it on a normal cycle.
While we're crossing the land with all the mud.
About an hour, hour and a half later, fast forward, we're going to open it as soon as it's done. Take that bottom rack out of your way and just watch as it all wipes off. It's wonderful. And I like to take the filter out after I do the clean, not before, so that way any of the extra gunk that it really cleans off will be in there instead of coming down onto a freshly cleaned filter. I just think that's stupid. So I do the filter after I do the clean.
When the change that lasts, like a song about our past. So I just close my eyes and dream about our kids and how they're running around. Won't you come and lay down next to me? Close your eyes and we'll be free.
The sink is the last thing I do before the floors, and you might think that that sounds a little weird. Not really. Think about how many times in the kitchen when you're cleaning, you have to go back and do something with your sink, or rinse out your rag, or get a different sponge, or rinse out your scrub brush. You're messing up your sink as you go. That's why I make sure that's the last thing I do before the floors. I scrub it with a Scrub Daddy paste, and I get in each and every crevice, including down into the garbage disposal, with a scrub brush or the rag, and I will put some kind of cleaner down my garbage disposal. It's just the last thing I do is my sink and the garbage disposal. Then I will move on to the floors, remove any rugs out of my way, really vacuum, probably go over it a good 2 or 3 times to make sure you get all the little crumbs, and then go ahead and mop the entire floor down. I'm using the Ajax this time. I really like this blue when I get it from the Dollar Tree. It is fantastic. No matter where I try around my house to use it, it works beautifully. If you want to go ahead and do your tile grout, you would do your grout before the mopping, and I use my mop on the baseboards as well. That's just the easiest and fastest way to clean it.
So much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and play.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. We've been talking a lot recently about spring cleaning and deep cleaning, and it kind of triggered something in my head. Make a list for you guys of the areas around your home that you are probably forgetting to clean, because it's all the little random things that you're just gonna walk past and not even think about. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and cover in this video today. If you enjoy what you see and you haven't already, please consider subscribing when you're done with this video, and let's go ahead and get started. The easiest way for me to break this down is room by room. So I will discuss all of the bathroom stuff first and then move into the kitchen and anywhere else in the home. First thing in your bathroom is your shower head. A lot of people really don't think to clean their shower head, and it's a very easy, very fast fix. Just take a Ziploc bag like I'm showing you here, fill it with some white vinegar, and tie it up there with a hair tie, twist tie, rubber band, whatever you have. Just secure it up there, leave it for at least an hour or 2, take it down, scrub it with a little brush, rinse it, and you're good. It will break down all of the hard water minerals and everything that get in there and make it spray funny, or just really kill any bacteria, germs, anything like that that are on your shower head. Still in the shower, your shower curtain and liner. My liner right here, as you can see, it is absolutely disgusting. I'm going ahead and replacing this with a brand new liner, and my shower curtain is washable, so I will take this down, throw it in the washer like I would do a normal load of towels or bedding, and wash it, dry it, put it back up, and it's good to go. Now let's talk about the sink, in particular the faucet. There's a little piece down here on the bottom that you can unscrew, and it comes off, and you can clean that thoroughly. I cannot get mine off to save my life, but I will go ahead and put some bathroom cleaner down there and a good scrub brush and get it off, because you can see just how much black, when I wiped it on to show you guys, how much black and grossness was on these. And I did clean them all of about, I'd say about 2 to 3 months ago, and it was still this bad. So don't forget to clean your faucets. The next part is absolutely awful. Snake your drains. This black thing right here I got from the Dollar Tree. It is just a snake drain. They are fantastic. It did come in a pack of 2 for the $1, and it catches so much hair and grossness that gets down your drains. My son has long hair, I have long hair, my 2 little girls have long hair. We have to snake our drains. Just do yourself the favor, do your tub drain and any sink drains. Save yourself trouble, just snake those. After putting all the effort into snaking the drain, I also do like to put some baking soda and vinegar down it. It's almost like a very natural Drano. It helps to clear the pipes a little bit better. So that's just an extra added step I like to do. You don't necessarily have to do it, but it does help to get the pipes flushing a little more. Just add some baking soda and vinegar. A few little random things in the bathroom. Your toothbrush holder, if you look down in there, it is probably disgusting. clean that thing out. And I did get a trick from one of my subscribers. They did say to put some Epsom salt in there to hold your toothbrushes. It will also absorb a lot of the moisture so you don't get nasty buildup in there. So you can do that trick if you would like. Put some Epsom salt in the bottom of your toothbrush holder. When was the last time you cleaned your hairbrush? And I don't mean just plucking the hair out of it and calling it good. I mean actually cleaning your hairbrush. If you've noticed recently your hair is a little more greasy than you would like, or it just doesn't feel like it's good after a wash, it's most likely that your hairbrush has built up oil and skin and everything inside of it. So don't forget to clean your hairbrush. You can do this just by soaking it in the sink with some shampoo, let it sit for a little while, give it a good move around and like scrub it with your hand or a scrub brush, dry it good, and your hairbrush is clean. If your kids have bath toys, you need to be checking them regularly. These right here, my kids have had for probably about 6, maybe 7 months, and you can look in them, through them, and see the black mold inside. They make it where the toys now come apart, so you don't have to worry about this. Or if you are going to let your children play with toys that suck up water, you need to be cleaning them probably about once a week, if not every other week, in a sink full of bleach, and suck the bleach into them, let it sit for a while, and squeeze it all back out, and make sure you squeeze all the bleach out before you give these back to your kids. You can also seal up all the holes on it with some hot glue before you ever put them in the water, and you won't have to worry about the molding inside. They do lose the feature of where they can spray water, but either way it will stop the mold. Or if you notice mold in them like these, I'm not gonna try and attempt to save these for my kids. They're too far gone. These I will throw away and replace with new, but just pay really close attention to mold in your kids' bath toys. Trash cans. Let's talk about trash cans. Since we're still in the bathroom trash cans do get disgusting, and some of it is not even really things that you see. But if your trash can is next to your toilet, think about spatter. It is getting on the trash can. You do need to clean your bathroom trash can regularly, as well as your kitchen trash can. This is mine, and I do clean this thing probably about every 2 to 3 weeks, but it could honestly use it even more regularly than that. But just clean your trash cans very thoroughly, whatever kind of cleaner you want to use. If your trash can is stainless steel, obviously use a stainless steel cleaner or a glass cleaner. Mine is kind of like a weird material, so I just use a multi-surface or an antibacterial, whatever I kind of feel it needs at that time. If it's not cold weather outside, I do like to take my trash cans actually outside and wash them with the water hose, because it just sprays better and I feel like I can get a deeper clean. But if it's too cold or rainy, obviously you got to clean them a different way, but I do prefer the water hose method. I'm gonna pair these next two together just because I feel it's easier to talk about them that way, easier to show them that way. I discussed these in my last spring cleaning video as well. That is your doors, doorknobs, door frames, and all of your light switches and sockets, because they're all kind of right there side by side with each other. But if you're not cleaning your doors, you could see this hinge on my door right here. It is absolutely disgusting. This other door in my house, you could see the fingerprints all over it. Doorknobs, light switches, they are touched so frequently, but cleaned very infrequently, and they just hold on to germs and dirt, dust, you name it. Clean your doors on the inside of them as well, doorknobs and your light switches. I was going to add in my laundry room to one of my other spring cleaning videos, but I figured it'd be best to put it here because it is one of those things that people don't think to clean. But you do need to regularly clean your washing machine, your dryer, and very specific, your lint trap. It is awful where the lint goes in here. I'm trying my best to show you with the camera, but it is hard to get it down in there. But the lint doesn't just go on that little plastic piece that you take out, clean the lint off, and call it good. You have to actually look down in your dryer and clean every bit of that out, because otherwise it's just building up in there, and that is a fire hazard, and it is stopping your dryer from working efficiently and drying your clothes. If your stuff is taking longer and longer and longer to dry than it regularly does, there's a problem with your lint trap, and also your vent out the back does need to be cleaned out, and that should fix the problem, because all it is just backed up lint from way too long of not being cleaned. The washing machine, you guys know I prefer A-Fresh, but they make a million different products. Tide has one. There's so many, just whatever one works for you. Get it, read the box, and do what it says on it to clean your washing machine. Clean the outsides, get the dust off, dirt, fingerprints, germs, everything from all around your washer and your dryer, so that way they are fully cleaned and you don't have a problem. These are made to clean your clothes and dry your clothes. You have to take care of them or they can't do their job. They're not gonna clean your clothes properly. They're not gonna dry your clothes properly. Take care of your machines. A few things I'm not gonna show you cleaning because I have already done them and they are in my other videos, but I am going to remind you guys to clean them. That is whatever kind of coffee pot you're using. It can build up all kinds of grossness in there and it sits in your water and it gets into your drinks. So do regularly descale whatever kind of coffee maker you have, whether it's a Keurig, a Mr. Coffee, does not matter. Clean your coffee pot. The vents underneath your microwave above your oven, those need to be cleaned also because grease and everything does build up underneath there and it doesn't actually work efficiently. So you do need to clean those off as well. This one should go without being said, but I always feel that I need to. My husband, he worked on air conditioners for years, so it is something I do put out there. Your air conditioner filter, take that thing out, and if it is one of those that replaces it, replace it. You should be doing that every month, if not every 2 months at the most. And if it is a reusable one, take it outside, hit it with a water hose, clean it really good, and put it back. But clean your AC filter. Just save yourself the hassle of breaking your air conditioner. We live in Florida and it is awful when our air conditioner ever has had a problem, so I am very vigilant about cleaning my AC filter. And lastly, your pet food and water bowls. If you've ever grabbed one and felt the inside of the water bowl and it's got a slime on it, that's not good. All of that is going right back into your animal and it is disgusting. It is bad for them. Treat them like you would a human and clean their bowls on a very regular basis. I do our animals at least twice a week. That can be a bit excessive. I know people that clean them every time they feed them, and if you are using wet food for your cat or your dog, obviously clean that every single time. But with dry food, it can go, you know, once a week, maybe twice a week, but still just think about your furry friends, clean their bowls. Okay, I'm sure I have other things on there, but that's where I'm going to leave that list for today because it gives you a fantastic starting point of places around your house that you are probably forgetting to clean. If there's any random places that you can think of, share them down below so other people know and they can go check the comment section and maybe have a little light bulb moment of, oh wow. And I'm looking forward to that too, seeing what you guys can throw at me as to random places that I still need to check as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, got lots of useful information for cleaning areas around your home. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.